Hey young girl, we are back with a new episode this week, and I want to start by just saying thank you all who have been watching, subscribe to the YouTube channel, have been leaving comments over on Spotify's podcast and or Apple Podcasts. I really appreciate it. And today I want to just talk about not giving up when things don't happen to go. I don't know where along the line we got it in our heads that we believe everything's gonna always be good, everything's gonna always work out for us, things gonna be like roses and champagne, we're gonna always have money in our pockets, we're gonna be happy, go lucky. It's just not the reality, y'all. You really have to be real. You are gonna get disappointed a lot in your life. I wish somebody would have probably told me that you're not gonna get yes all the time. You're gonna get no sometimes, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Things not gonna always, you're not gonna win all the times. You might get second place with, I don't even know who came up with first, second, third. Why we even have to, I don't know, somebody I guess gotta win, but who lost? The person that lost probably learned something, probably learned a new skill, they'll be better next time. Maybe they may have not won the trophy or the prize, but they still got that opportunity to be there. They were able to compete. Maybe they got the secondary prize. It wasn't just your time, So don't give up. You've been trying for something. You may have been working out for a long time and you didn't see that goal weight that you lost, so now you want to give up, like, oh well, I'm gonna just go back to eating all kind of crazy. No, y'all, stuff take time. However old that you are, right, that you've been taught whatever ways that you have learned how you are, you learned that. If you learned it from your parents, just going through life and you picked up on your own characteristics that you have about yourself, and you just kind of groomed them, made them better than what you was when you maybe just found out about that thing that you knew that you were, right? Like, say for instance, you can draw, or you can run, anything, anything that that you're good at. You have to keep going at it, and you make it better and better as you go, right? So, whatever you are blessed with, be grateful for that. So if you're competing, or if you tried to get a job, or you were interested in dating somebody and it just didn't work out, well, maybe that wasn't the person for you, that wasn't the job for you, whatever the circumstance was. It just wasn't your time, it wasn't for you. Something else better may come. You might have to just be patient. Patience is a virtue, y'all. You may have to wait a little longer for your time. Maybe you need to freshen up more on your skills before you'll be ready to get that position, right? So it's not a no, it's not a not yet, or you're not ready just yet. That doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, or that you should stop going for that goal, or you should quit. No, you keep trying, especially if that's something that you really wanted, right? You may have to just go another avenue to get it. Maybe that wasn't the job for you. The hours might have not been right. It might have been too far away. You might have not even wasn't going to get paid what you were really worth, but you really wanted it. So you were going to just settle for, what they were going to give you. And whereas you probably had something way better if you would just wait. All right. So if it doesn't happen for you now, it could still happen. Don't get so discouraged. If somebody broke up with you, okay, it's not the end of the world. You're not for everybody. Everybody not gonna think you the best thing that's walking, the finest person, the most beautiful person. They might not even think you cute. And what? So everybody have their own preferences when it comes to beauty. Just because they don't believe you're beautiful, that doesn't mean that you're not, right? You got to look at yourself and know that you are beautiful, not based off whatever somebody else said, or that they discarded you, or you were trying to be a part of this group or this organization or a sorority or club and they didn't invite you. So that doesn't mean you weren't equipped. Maybe they just thought I don't know, whatever their reasons are, it shouldn't even matter. If it wasn't for you, all right, cool. Moving on to the next thing. oh, okay, or I might start my own group or my own club. You know, because they turned you around doesn't mean you are less than them or anything like that. It just means you wasn't for those people. All right? So don't, think of yourself in a lesser way because of what other people's standards were, right? They may have had already this criteria of what they were looking for when they put up the position, if you're talking about a job, right? If they put up the position and they were looking for a person with this much experience and this much of whatever, their social media had to be whatever, because that's the thing now too. If some people, they look for a certain social media following or whatever when you trying to be recruited for this particular position. So, it doesn't mean that you're okay because you don't have so many followers or whatever. That doesn't mean like you aren't based on your follower count. You aren't based on what you drive. You aren't based on what you wear or, even how you look. To me, it should be more based on how you treat people. What kind of person are you? Are you kind to others? Do you show compassion? Are you able to show empathy? Are you able to forgive people when they do things? Some people could just hold grudge, for years and years and years, and that just weighs on them like that. If I were you, I'd, let stuff go. Move on. If you don't want to deal with the person no more, okay, set up a boundary. You don't have to deal with that person. It is your choice. But I wouldn't, consider yourself without or less than or whatever if that person didn't choose you or you just decided to go a different route. That means you're a bad person now, or you didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. That means you're an outsider now. Who made these standards? Everybody has to do what works for them. If you're not included in their little thing or whatever they got going on, find you a new club to get with. I think a lot of people get confused where they feel like their worth is based on other people's opinions or if they got a certain job or if they're making a certain money. Your worth is not dependent on that. Because if they took the job away, took the money away, took the fancy clothes or whatever away, then what you have? If you were only based on what you could give people or what you have, how much money you have, then if you took all of those things away, then what? So, work on the things that make you, your personality, your characteristics, stuff like that. What kind of person you are, if you're a liar, if you keep your word, or, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that really matter. If you're a good listener to others, or do you have empathy? Can you be there for somebody else when they need you? Those kind of things. Want people to keep you around, just because you gave them money. Oh yeah, that's keep taking your money. Then what about when your money run out? Then all right, so don't get it confused out here on things and degrees and titles and stuff like that, y'all. That's not really what it's about. And if you happen not to get all those titles, yeah, they may bring you more money and they may bring you more student loan debt, and then it's always a up and a down to things. There's always a positive and a negative. You just kind of got to roll with it. Either way, don't let one thing knock you down. And if it do knock you down, don't stay down. Take you a couple days to reset, rest, gather up your thoughts to see what you're going to do next. And you go out there and go for it again, okay? Don't let that no or that closed door be the end all for you, all right? And I thank y'all again for listening. Share it with somebody else. Leave me some comments. I'd love to know what else topics y'all would love for me to talk about. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.